How about new releases?
Yes.
Yeah.
We have new releases.
Is anyone playing any of them?
Well, let me see. Let me do a little perusing.
What's
here.
the Quarry? I heard about
the Quarry is the new kind of Telltale type game, right?
No, it's. Did you ever play Until Dawn? Until Dawn, right?
Yeah, but it's got like decisions and stuff to make.
Well,
right?
did you ever play Until Dawn?
No. I know what it is.
I played that game and I enjoyed that game very much. That game is very weird and very awesome. And yes, I guess it does sort of have a Telltale style to it, but it's also, but it's not like that. It's more of a game.
This is a first person
and it's
like
definitely
horror
creepier.
thing.
I think it might be third.
Right? It's third person, and the thing that I need to figure out, and I read a few things, but it never really told me. I must have been looking at the wrong reviews. Like there's co-op in this game, and it says 1 to 4 local co-op, and they're adding the online co-op later. But I'm interested in how we do 1 to 4 co-op local in my house. Obviously not my kids, but
Yeah, I was gonna say you're not gonna play this with your kids.
I don't know.
The first one was creepy. It
this-
did a really good job. This is like a Rami Malek special, by the way.
It's got David Arquette in it,
Yeah,
so
They got him. They were able to get him.
they were.
Huh.
Yeah,
the David Arquette. Yeah, they
He's
offered
available.
him a bag of Cheetos, and they were like,
Used to be a mainstay on
I'm
Stern.
very interested in this, but I need to figure out how the co-op works.
"Is Peter Stormare in this one? Because they should have had him back. Because he was like the thing that kind of tied that first game together. He was like the narrator. That game was super weird. Like you'd be playing the game and you'd make a decision, and if someone died or if you made a bad decision, Peter Stormare comes out and goes, "Well, it looks like you made a bad decision." I'm like, "Whoa."
Perfect. So it's like it's camp counselors, right? Your high school camp counselors. It's the
Oh,
end
is that
of
what
the
this
summer.
one is?
Yeah, you're the end of the summer. The David Arquette says you got to get out of here. It's the last day of summer, and then I don't know, like your car breaks down or whatever, and he's like, "Stay in the house. Whatever you do, stay in the house. I'll go get help." And he drives off, but he's like in a truck. It's like
Plenty of room.
just put the 9 kids in the truck.
That's
I guess.
not safe though.
I guess not.
And
yeah,
like he might get a ticket.
that's true. He could have gotten a ticket.
Maybe one more ticket and he loses his license. Could be.
Wouldn't surprise me. Yeah. I definitely watched the trailer. I have not found the body of text that tells me how this works co-op wise.
Well, it's
Because
not
I'm
out
not
yet
interested
anyway.
in playing it by myself.
But
I don't know. I heard it's a good game to play with someone sitting next to you, but only playing single player. Because that's kind of how Until Dawn was.
That's Cheapy. That's Cheapy's household. That's not my household.
I know. I'm just.
They're
Mr.
hands-on.
Shipwreck's not sitting there watching me play video games. That's not how it works. I know that's how it works in the Cheapy household.
Yeah, I gotta-
It's a different.
I feel like this game will be cheap at some point because I think it's
because everything is.
Yeah, so I might pick it up then. I remember picking up Until Dawn for like $5 and being satisfied with that purchase. So
Nice. All right. Anything else
I
for
can
new
wait.
releases? Probably not, right?
There's a new Mario soccer game that came out, Mario Strikers Battle League. I know I'm looking for that to get a little bit cheaper.
That doesn't
it's
happen.
$60.
Yeah, it doesn't. Get,
It seems to be happening more on the Switch. There seems to be some sales.
Yeah.
Some of the Nintendo games have gotten down in the $30 or $40 range.
Mhm.
So I'm hopeful there.
Nice.
I think that'd be a game that Dashel would enjoy.
All right.
But none of the rest of these 30 games that came out for the Switch are doing anything for you.
No, I think we should move on and talk about Fakey
Cool
3.
animals.
Fakey 3.
Cool animals.
That's a good name. Probably good SEO.
we moving on.
Yeah, let's get on to Fakey 3.
I was gonna say I have no Fortnite news this week.
Good. Let's get on to Fakey 3
Okay.
because it's E3 time, and this is how we do
Yeah.
it now.
So there was an Xbox thing. I don't know, video live
the
stream
Xbox and Bethesda showcase 2022.
Palooza. Showcase of Palooza.
Mhm.
What about
they
the
showed a
Jeff
bunch of
Keighley one?
games.
That was first.
Wasn't
Yeah, we
that
haven't
the
talked
same-
about that. That happened first. The Summer of Keighley launched.
That's E3 now.
Yeah. That one was He told us to temper expectations appropriately on that one.
I don't even remember what he talked about.
It was a lot of remasters. There was a lot of remasters. A lot of horror games in space.
Oh yeah, now I remember that. Yeah, that one had the Callisto Protocol on that too, right?
Everything has Callisto Protocol. That game looks good.
So they're just gonna keep showing it everywhere.
That game looks good, but the problem was they also had like 4 other Callisto Protocols in that same presentation.
Yeah, I know. Everything's in space. Everything's dark. Everything's scary. You don't know what's going on. It's a lot like the world right now. Here are games that highlight that.
So I mean, there were solid games in the Keighley presentation, but I don't know. Like that didn't really look like anything that I needed to like get excited about. Like it's just the same as like if I had gotten a press release of individually of each one of these games coming out, right? Like there's no real great reveal having trailer after trailer after trailer.
Right. Yes, this is not as exciting as E3. Is that what you're saying? But
it's exactly what I'm saying.
Is that because COVID has slowed down game development so much, or is that because there's no in-person event?
It's just so like E3 itself was of course like tailored messages, but this is just like
pre-recorded video,
so honed in of just like here's the one video you get. Enjoy that. I hope you like this game. Here's the pre-order link. It's like
because you're not going to hear people's impressions of it. You're not going to
get the hands-on time.
Right.
You're not going to get people's impressions of it. Everybody sees the exact same thing. They hear the exact same thing. Like even at E3, like when somebody's presenting it for like 20 times a day, they're going to mix stuff up and like try to keep it fresh for themselves while they're talking, right? They're not saying the exact same thing every time. So you get different takeaways based upon that. And I don't know. This is just, these things are boring. They're boring to watch.
Not just that, but you pointed out in the chat, in our little chat, that was it Microsoft that's basically said, don't even watch our thing live, just wait for the YouTube 4K.
Oh, that was me. Yeah, I sent it to you.
Yeah,
they show it in after the live stream of Microsoft. They show it in 4K after the pre-recorded one is in 4K. So it's like, yeah, I guess you should wait and watch it in 4K.
Well, it's all pre-recorded. It's just they're streaming it live, like a like if it was live, and I guess I don't know.
This way you can't skip ahead. I don't, is why they do it the other way.
But the way was that an email they sent to you?
No.
Oh, because it was weird how it was worded like basically like, we really recommend just waiting.
Oh, it was on the Xbox Wire. That's
okay. It was like their PR.
Yeah,
PR
well, they were tweeting that out ahead of time too, I think. Like
they're right
like,
though.
Hey,
they're 100% right because these live streams look like shit. I mean, you can't tell what's going on.
Did you watch the Xbox one?
I got to be honest. I only watched the Starfield video.
There's nothing wrong with that. Other things that they showed was these are all things that are coming to Game Pass or coming soon this year.
Everything they showed was supposed to be within the next 12 months.
Yeah.
That was the theme.
That was the theme.
Naraka Blade Point. I'm sure that's something that.
Well, you're not going to just read this whole list of 20 games, right?
At least read them in alphabetical order if you're going to do it.
Nah, I am excited for Forza Hot Wheels. That should be fun.
We've seen that before, though, right? I mean, it's not that exciting.
But I liked it last time.
Sure.
What about A Plague Tale 2, Cheapy?
Okay, look, that game was awesome. The first one was awesome.
That trailer looked good.
I didn't watch that.
Overwatch 2 free to play?
Is that the full name of it?
Yeah.
No.
Overwatch 2 free to play.
Is it different? No. There's no. Okay.
It is not called Overwatch 2 free to play.
Well, I wasn't sure if there was like a pay version.
No, there is no pay version.
So Overwatch 2, I didn't even know that. Overwatch 2 is now officially a free to play game. Okay. God, they fucked that up. They fucked that game up, man. They had something special there, and they just they tread water for so long.
Mm-hmm. They should have just. I'm surprised. They could have just made the first one free to play and added stuff to it. Maybe that's what the second one will be. Maybe the second one will have the first stuff. Like
It
if
looks
your
just like the first one, the second one.
like maybe if your stuff
They
from the
changed
first
the orange
game,
to blues and the blues to oranges.
I see what you're saying, Wombat. They should carry over your shit if you've invested in it. Yeah, of course.
Because I know that the first game still has an audience.
Otherwise, fuck that. I have so many Lucio skins. Like, I'm not, if I can't get that.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
If
they
you're not
better
going
do
to have
that.
There's
those,
a name I haven't heard.
Lucio? Oh, Lucio's the best.
if you're
Come
not
on.
going to have that in the second one, why would you play that?
I support all video game DJ characters.
I mean, not to talk about, well, even like an Apex or a Fortnite and all the games that are, part of that same oeuvre, you get your new season comes out, you have your skins, they're all still there for both of those games. When they come out with a new map, everything is still there. So
I'm just bitter as somebody who really enjoyed playing Overwatch. They just let that game get stale. They didn't watch what was going on around them and just say, okay, we could they didn't need to be that creative. They could just say, okay, let's take a little something from Fortnite, take a little something from Rocket League. It's not like they're operating in outer space. Like there's a lot of things they can draw from. And they just we're content with adding a new character once in a while and a new stage.
Activision.
It's so boring. Yeah.
Maybe they were just too busy sexually harassing people.
Hey. Yeah. So that's, I don't know. I'm having a hard time getting excited about Overwatch, but yeah, I'll check it out just because unless I don't have access to my Lucio skins, then forget it.
I bet you do.
Yeah. They wouldn't fuck that up.
They'll be there.
Yeah.
You'll at least
Coming
be able
out
to pay
with,
something to get them.
Good.
Persona 5 is going to be on Game Pass. I know people are excited for that.
Right. Oh, I see. This graphic is broken down to this year and next year. I see.
Yes. And right now I'm looking at the this year stuff. Wait, it's interesting.
Is Cocoon based on the movie?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Let's see what else we got here. Halo Infinite Season 3.
Is it Battle Royale? Why about you just
know.
laugh? Why'd you laugh? Because it's dead game?
Because it's Halo and who cares?
God, they blew that too. Why not Battle Royale? People making excuses.
How do you announce Halo Season 3 but not Halo? Here's the things. Here are the features you want. They're coming this year. Like Horde mode coming this year or whatever it is they need to add to it.
COVID really must have fucked up development of everything. Like it has to be they didn't need to reinvent the wheel here. And so I would blame it completely on that. What about Starfield? What about Starfield?
What about Garfield?
Starfield, isn't it called Starfield?
He hates Mondays.
No, Starfield. Isn't that the game?
There's lasagna.
Stop it. Now I'm looking it up. Why is this not in alphabetical order?
Pre-order now, you get normal.
There it is, Starfield. Yeah, that's the only video I watched because that's the most hyped game.
I was waiting. We were going to do that last, just like they did.
Oh, right. I had to scrub through that whole video to get to Starfield.
Yeah, I scrubbed a bit on the Xbox One as well. That's also the benefit of watching it after the fact.
I watched a first-person spaceman walk around rocks.
Oh, and I forgot. I stopped at Diablo. Also, I admit it. I admit it.
I watched all the ones that were in my lanes. Right, like I watched Redfall. That was another Left 4 Dead type thing with vampires.
I know. I'm like on Redfall. I'm like, I've seen this.
It's on Game Pass. Well,
I know.
I'll play it for a few days.
So is Forza Motorsport.
I couldn't even bring myself to watch that. Like I'm sure.
Did you know? I watched the Forza Motorsport. Looks fantastic. Like the graphics are ridiculous.
Right.
It's got cars in it.
Right. I don't need to watch it. Right. It's not like it's hard to watch something, but I just don't know. I feel like
you don't need to watch
it. I knew
it went through how they now have like dynamic times of day, and I'm like, oh,
who cares?
Oh, great. And the trees are better.
Great. I'm always inspecting the trees when I'm driving 180.
And ray tracing was said maybe 10 times during a 2-minute clip.
What's Minecraft Legends? You don't know?
I did not see that one.
I watch it and I still don't know what it is. So
somehow the kids, at least from my own experience with my one child, they've gone back to Minecraft on the Xbox. For a while there, it was Minecraft on the PC. something happened. I don't know. There's like different. I can't keep up with all the different. But something.
I don't
happened.
know. My daughter only plays Minecraft on the iPad.
Something happened, and now he's fucking on my fucking Xbox.
No, maybe she just does it to piss you off.
No. There's some reason. They must have some game mode on there.
I have a crazy idea. Why don't you ask him?
He doesn't care. He doesn't want to talk to me about Minecraft, and I don't care. We're in agreement on that.
Anyway, Starfield.
Yes.
Lucky to hit 2023.
No way.
That's what the signs. Yeah, no, I feel like this game still has more cooking to do. I feel like what they showed wasn't too impressive. I think they spent way too much time highlighting the things that are the worst part of Fallout 4 and Fallout 76, which are the building aspects of the game
and the brown rocks.
Some people like that stuff.
Do they?
I get it's in every game, so somebody must like it.
I'm like, who? Because I even tweeted about that. I'm like, I really hated the building in Fallout 4. I hated it with a passion, and everyone responded to me, yeah, it's the worst thing in the game. I hate it too. I don't want to do it. I don't want to have to do it.
But building your spaceship is different than building like a town.
I don't want to build I don't want to build a town. I don't want to build a spaceship.
What?
I don't want to build a gun.
What about a snowman?
I don't want to build a snowman.
I don't want to build a
snowman. It doesn't have to be a snowman. I don't want to do any of that.
Why? Spaceship is good. Build a spaceship.
I want fly a spaceship. Sure.
Oh, man, I thought I was bitter.
Upgrade a spaceship? Sure, I'll upgrade my spaceship. I'll go land in a port, and some cool alien will be like, oh, nice spaceship. It could use some bombs. And I'll be like, oh, yeah, I could use some bombs. Give me 8 space credits, and I'll sell you some bombs. And I'll be like, all right. That's how it's supposed to be.
Well, that's good.
It's not supposed to be me zooming out into some other screen.
Maybe they can
flipping the ship over and adding 2 little balls on the bottom and going, oh, now my ship has bombs. I don't want to do that.
I didn't care about that. I just cared that it looked a lot like Fallout. I was like, why does it look so much like Fallout? We're in outer space now. It's like...
I mean, it looked a lot of people were saying it looked a lot like No Man's Sky.
No, No Man's Sky is colorful.
But No Man's Sky is colorful.
Even from day one, like they led with like they did their best. Led with like the colorful planets. It wasn't like super detailed or elaborate, but it was still like, it looked alien. This just looked like Fallout. Like you could have, even like the HUD looked like Fallout. I was surprised actually. I was expecting them to at least try to disguise it somehow.
In October of 2023,
games, like throughout throughout the Keeleys and the Plays of Summer or whatever the PlayStation ones are called, and the Xbox ones, everything is black or brown or like really gray, like
the big games, the big
all
games.
The big game.
Yeah.
The most interesting thing that's been so far is that whole like family friendly one. What was that one called? The Wholesome Games Direct. Erna Semper said it in the chat.
Okay. I didn't even know that was a thing. I thought that was a joke.
No. Wholesome Games Direct was a thing where all the bright, shiny games were at, right?
How was that?
It was great. Awesome. I pre-ordered a whole bunch of games off of it because they were all family-friendly games, right?
Like what? Name one.
Lemon Cake.
What
that doesn't sound family-friendly at all.
At Lemon Cake, you run a bakery and you do some farming and you do all that type of stuff. So the Wholesome Games Direct had the most like interesting and friendly looking games, like creative ideas were all coming out of that one. Like,
it's interesting to me too, because, not to beat a dead horse here, but the most played games on the current gen consoles, the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox One X, the most played games is Fortnite. I'm not saying people have to like it, but one thing that game has that none of these games have
colors.
Is that it's colors. It's a very bright color. Like the new thing with this season is a quarter of the map is purple, and the purple is spreading. Like that's the whole thing.
Oh, is that good or bad?
That's cool. It's cool. They did a good job with the purple, but it's why I think part of why that game works is it doesn't take itself. It has colors to it. It's not just doom and gloom. And yeah, look at all this. There's just no colors anywhere.
Apex is colorful too. I think they saw that part of like Fortnite, like Apex, like everyone seems to be having fun in Apex. The characters are always having fun in Apex, even though they're in a battle royale killing each other. They're always like cracking jokes and like fun stuff is happening for the most part. And they probably stole that from Fortnite.
I will say High on Life, that one had some colors. Did you guys watch that one?
Yes, Red Letter Media is doing the voices.
The Rick and Morty.
Yeah, Rick
one
and Morty.
where the guns kind of remind me of the what was that? The Oddworld game where you were shooting the little live ammunition. This time around, the guns are live and talking to you.
Is that a Game Pass special?
That is a Game Pass special.
I'm excited for that, and that is a this year game. So that's something I have to look forward to.
Rich Evans is the gun, I think, right?
Really?
I think so. It's Rich and Mike are the voices from Red Letter Media. I don't know who Mike is. I watched the clip of it. It seemed like he was the gun.
I mean, I heard the guys, what's his name from Rick and Morty, Justin Roiland, do a lot of voices. So.
What else from this Microsoft Bethesda showcase? Anything?
I don't think so.
Kojima.
Oh, Kojima. Yeah, but that's not coming out this year.
It's not a game.
It's not. It's a concept.
Games.
Kojima.
They got him. Here's a pile of money, Kojima. Make us something hot. Something.
Death Stranding 2.
No package delivery.
More Stranding.
Yeah, well, that's good. I mean, people like him. He sells games, I think. Is that a Game Pass game, the Kojima joint? Have they announced that yet?
I don't know that there was anything beyond them saying
Ask me
Kojima.
again in 2025.
Right. Did you watch the Diablo? It looked good.
Yeah, it looks like Diablo.
I don't fuck that up.
I mean, I'm hoping the Activision deal goes through so I don't have to buy it.
Right.